So I decided I wanted to give the lift gate some extra protection in case the lift gate is open, the garage door is open, that the garage door can't come down on the lift gate. And to make that happen, what I expected to do was put in a second set of eyes right across here at the height of the lift gate. But as I looked for eyes on the internet, it looked like that wasn't gonna work out. Enough other people had tried that, and apparently it has to do with the not being a solid beam of light. It's pulses, and the two eyes together with pulses don't work out. I don't pretend to understand that technology, but decided to go a different route and just use one set of eyes and mirrors to make a loop going across at two different heights. This is a short version of what we're going to do. When the lift gate is opened, he's right through here. So that's the coverage that we need. We're going to take this eye and put him over here. Then we'll put one mirror here, and the light will have to travel from the eyes, from this eye to the mirror, and then get blocked trying to come across here. So whether there's the bumper in the way down here or the lift gate up here, either way, the eye will be blocked. I'm going to be doing this with the garage door closed. I think the lighting will be a little bit easier to show the lasers, and it'd be easier for you probably with the garage doors open to get it out of the way. You might have noticed that the eye, I had that one eye a little higher, and the reason for that is one time the car wasn't all the way in, the garage door came down and hit the bumper, and there was a handle. The handle that's on the bottom of the door scratched the bumper pretty good. So now I have the padding there and that rope that if I ever need a handle, I can use that. I went ahead and marked the height up here. That's the center of the lift gate. That's where I need the protection going across. And this eye then will be relocated over to the other side. But before you relocate that, go ahead and measure the center where the light goes in. You're going to want that later. So measure that both this way and the distance out. Write that down and keep it. Here I relocated the eye over to the height that I need for the lift gate. And I did want to mention, when you put that bracket in, leave a little gap here. If you put it right up against here, the garage door going up and down will affect your eye. And these brackets were made to be right and left side, so it's a little harder to get to the screws because they're on the inside of the bracket, but I'm sure you can get that done. And when you put this eye back in, remember the measurement we took over on the other side, so we'll want to line it up the same distance out as the original eye down there. We haven't moved him. We're going to need a target for the first mirror. So this is where we're going to want our mirror, and this is our target for our laser beam. And I just put a piece of wood here. You could use a piece of cardboard if that's all you got. So if you had cardboard, you could just probably push something through with a pencil. Well, I drilled a hole right through the dimensions that we took before we took that eye off. That's where we want the beam of light to be. Now we're going to set up the laser. I have two different ones. This is straight line. It's not the same as a pointer in that it shows a line, although I think it's going to work in this application. The other one I have is this one down here, and it's a nicer one, and it's almost like cheating. I know most people aren't going to have that one, so I'm going to see if I can get it done with this straight line. Most people are just going to have the handheld one that you play with a cat, and it would probably even work better than this one. But the idea being, whatever you've got, set it up so he comes off the same height coming out of this one, and then he's going over to our target over there. I've drawn a line on it. We're going to put it right over there. It's not quite, this one's a little bit too high, so I'm going to shim them down and line them right up on that hole. So the laser's shining right on the hole, and on the back side of that, where we're going to put the mirror, that gives us a real nice beam. There we go. nice beam. So our mirror is going to be angled like this, and it's going to shoot it up. And our next target will be up here. We'll put another board up here and aim the mirror up here. Here's the mirror that I went with, only because I previously had one. We have it hanging on the fridge. I knew it had nice reflective surface. It was on Amazon, about 10 bucks. Main thing in your picking a mirror, look for the term locker mirror. That'll be a plexiglass style, unbreakable, so it's safety in the garage. Don't have to worry about it. This is 4 inches by 6 inches, which I use to go ahead. I cut 2 out of them, and because that's all bigger, I needed. Here's the brackets that I made that'll hold these. This still got the reflective part on, so I'm going to just use 2-sided tape, stick it on there. It'll go against the wall, and it's at 90 degrees or 45 degrees. You know, if cutting a mirror or making a bracket is beyond what you're comfortable with, you could buy a corner bracket. This was Home Depot, about $4, and you'd have to buy 2 of these mirrors, but just stick it on there. Use silicone or 2-sided tape, and that would work. So here's where the mirror is going to go. I put the blue tape on there so you could see the eye a little bit better, or the beam. If we put that in the middle there, now we're going to measure our next target up above is going to be that distance from the wall, and this distance from here. So that's about 1 1/8, 5 7/8. So that's where the next target is going to be going up. So now I'm holding this in place just to see how close he is. I don't know if you can see maybe you can see the light shining on it. And then our target up here. So see it on the target. That's pretty dang close. So I'll go ahead and mark this and screw it to the wall down here, right where it's at. So here's the mirror installed. After it was installed, it wasn't quite accurate. So I just took it here and bent it a little bit, bent it this way a little bit. So if you just watch your target as you bend it, put it where you need it. So here we got the light shining on our target up here. Our next mirror is going to go on the wall. The height will be this height where we need it going across. Maybe you can see it over on the wall there. So we're not too far off. We'll put another target over there in front of that eye. So I took down the target boards. Now when I remove this laser out of the way, hopefully the beams will go back to solid. And it did. Up on top, I just put my hand in the way to break it. See it's flashing. Take my hand out of the way, and it's there. So what we've ended up with, this was the one eye that we did nothing with in the original position. Coming across, we added this mirror that angles up over to this mirror that angles back over to the other eye over there. I do want to say, as I fix things over the years, I really appreciated the effort and sharing of knowledge other people have done by putting things on YouTube and the internet that have really helped me out. And this is my first video to post, and hopefully I can help somebody else out like they've helped me.